It's a problem, by the way, that people do not know that there is a pollution because people think the gray sky is like a romantic sky.
Vijay, you have been kind of disrupting, and you are disrupting in a way where the West has not disrupted way, right?
I totally agree that the pattern has always been that Europe gave away its, amongst the industrial revolution, it just chose to build what it built, and then US did the same to send it to China. Now China is doing the same by sending it to a little more emerging frontier economies, and then India probably is left, if we were to do the same theory, to send it to Africa, which is so horrible as a theory itself, that all the countries believe that we exist without anybody else to coexist. I think this is where the problem starts in this business model, that we will be happy and others will not be. This is nearly how clean off Delhi is. We just clean our city and then our home and we throw the garbage outside of our house because that's a problem of municipal, not ours. I fundamentally believe that countries in Maslow's hierarchy of maturity have to look at sustainability and environment much before than they see. It is typically that we have, in India also, a survival is a thrival. I mean, surviving is a skill here, not thriving is a skill here. Because we are so many and we have so many people below poverty and so many other elements to it. So India will have to build some of the solutions which may be the final solutions for the final frontier war that we are against the sustainable environment and pollution that we are looking at. So it does call upon an opportunity for all of us in this room and in this country that we have to look at it in a new way. We can't look at it like the Westerners' way of reducing pollution from their countries. And another point could be that as a country, while I learned that you were saying the regulation and awareness does not solve the problem, which is perfectly correct, but regulation and awareness brings the attention to this as a problem,
correct,
that this is a problem. I truly believe that the very fact that we are aware that Delhi is polluted, it's a problem, by the way, that people do not know that there is a pollution because people think the grey sky is like a romantic sky. It is. I mean, we commonly in Delhi think that when rain happens, we don't out of pleasure say it's a blue sky. We actually say, oh, it's a grey sky like London right now. And that is counterintuitive. We romanticize what is this antithesis of it. And another theory that it's shocking that this year I became far more aware of AQI index that is in the air. And all theories were that, let's say there are times in winter when there is a little bit of thick air and there is less precipitation. So you have summer probably a time where there will be less pollution in the air. But now again, summer is another polluted. Surprisingly, summer is more polluted because there is more dust flowing around and so on. I do believe, like the sir is saying, we have to solve it in coexistence. And we have to solve it not just by awareness and regulation, but by investment like the approach that we're talking about. I acknowledge to the next level where the problem of consumption is there. I think and I like the point of view that 7 billion people can't live in the under consumption way. So I do believe that the real problem is ati sarvatra varjate, that Indian mythology and Indian history has always taught us, that maxima of something will always be a problem. And here we have been over-consuming than over-protecting.